Hey folks, it's Bob out here at Sorrento Hill. Boy, how you like all those cicadas? Man, those things are loud. Only about 5 more weeks to go. I'm out here today. I'll show you off my gate that I got done. The reason I'm showing you that, this is made out of pressure treated 2x4 and cedar fence pickets. The reason I'm showing you that is because what I'm working on today is fence. I've got the plumbing all sorted out in the house, so I got water everywhere I should and don't have water where I shouldn't. All my drains are working. I've got lights in all the rooms. I'm waiting for a rebate card from Menards. Got to buy a few more lights. Got to put some more in the living room and a couple in the dining room and in our closet. But got lights in all the rooms now, and got my water heater in. Come in here. Got my water heater in, got it installed, powered it up, and it makes hot water. And see, I did modify this drawer so it opens all the way now instead of hitting this. A little miscalculation happens sometimes in design. When I was figuring this all out, I forgot to factor in that this is an apron front sink that sits out about almost 1.5 inches. And then I made drawers to go in this unit here, but when I was calculating for my drawer slides, I only subtracted for 1 in my width. I didn't subtract for 2. So they are 5/16 of an inch too wide. And I was so confident of my measurements that I made all 4 instead of making 1 and making sure it would fit and then making the rest. So I've got to bust these apart and redo them in order to have the right size so they'll go in. So that's on my list. I'll do that on a rainy day. So basically I've got, you know, I'll be putting insulation in all along as I'm not spending money on all this other stuff. I can spend money on insulation. So basically I've got the thing to where I got to get all my junk in there cleaned out and get all the sawdust and the dust and everything out of here, and we can take a look at going ahead and moving furniture in here and getting us out of the RV and into the house just here within the next couple weeks or so. Well, to that end, that's why I was showing you the gate there, because we keep our dogs in a fence. Now, I know some people don't. A lot of people, they feel like, you know, dogs are meant to roam and meant to be out, so they let their dogs free. We don't do that. Maggie, the lab, she's a hunter. She'll get on a scent and she's gone. And she's gotten out a couple times, and she might be gone 2 or 3 days. And we're concerned about her coming back. And Leo, I don't know. He might stay around the house. He might not. But he's very reactive. And my concern is if he got out in someone's yard and they tried to shoo him off and the like, would he get aggressive towards them, or would he let them shoo him off? And frankly, I don't know if he's smart enough to be able to find his way back home. I think the poor boy, he's sweet as can be, but I think his mama dropped him on his head when he was a puppy. I ask him that every once in a while when he does some of his silly stuff. But he's as sweet as he can be, to me, to us anyway, and to anybody we let in the fence. Anybody comes to the house or in the fence, he just wants to love on them. But if we're outside the fence, he barks at them and sounds like he wants to tear their leg off. Till they come inside, then all he wants is loving. So anyways, what I'm doing right now, we've got rain forecast several days in the next week or so. So on days like today and tomorrow, when it's not raining, what I'm going to be doing is I've got my wheelbarrow loaded up with my Sawzall and my saw and all that, because I got to go out here and there's a couple trees down along where I'm going to be putting the fence. So I got to cut those up and get them out of the way. And then I'll be starting to put fence up around the house to incorporate the house into the fence area. And then got to figure out where I'm going to put exactly where we want our gate. I think I've got a spot pretty well figured out based on where the water likes to flow downhill, so we're not putting the gate right where water likes to flow. And get those posts mounted and put in. And then on days when it is rainy and nasty outside, well, that's when I'll work on getting stuff cleared out in here. When I was talking yesterday about we're getting to the point where we can start, talking about moving into the place, even though it's not totally finished, but finished enough that we can move in. She says, this place doesn't look livable. She said, what about all this sawdust? How much sawdust is there going to be? I said, dear, that'll all be cleaned out. Yeah, but after we're in here, how much more sawdust will there be? Well, I'll be moving all of my shop equipment out, all of my saws and everything like that. Sorry, I got a bug that keeps flying onto my arm. I'm halfway worried. We've got some wasp around here. Halfway worried it was one of those wasps. But at any rate, I told her, I said, all that stuff's going to be out in the garage. That's where I'll move my workshop to. So there won't be any more sawdust. Once I get everything moved out and get it vacuumed up, there won't be any more sawdust in here. As anything else I build in the future, I'll build in the garage and bring over here. The most I'll have to do is assemble it. So that's where I stand right now. So I'm going to get off of here and get busy putting fence in, and maybe I'll let you guys share a little bit of that. All right, well, decided to get out and see if I could beat the rain, get as much fence put in as I could. I got it probably about 2/3 of it, and I ran out of wire. I've got a 330-foot spool, and I ran it back behind the house, down alongside the house, on the back side of what's going to be the garden, and up that way, and then back that way towards the driveway. And eventually I'm going to end up clearing most of this out. This is all little stuff. I've got 2 decent sized trees in here that I'll be cutting down, and those will be made into boards that I'll use for projects. The rest of this is all small stuff, and that I'll be cutting out to expand the garden. And right now, that area that's going to be the garden actually has sun in it. It's kind of overcast, like I said, trying to beat the rain, but back over in there, the garden area, it's actually got sun hitting it right now. And so yeah, I've done all the fence that I can do for now until I go buy some more. It said it's a 330-foot roll, and either I didn't do my spacing right. I should have gotten about 2 more posts out of it, but yeah, maybe my spacing was a little bit off in places. But yeah, I'm going to have to buy another roll. The fence that I bought, it comes in 330-foot rolls. So I have to buy another 330-foot roll. I only need about 100 foot of it to finish up. But I'll use the rest of it. Eventually what I'll end up doing is I'll buy some more posts and I'll incorporate this open area here. I've got some persimmon trees planted out there. I'm going to be putting some apple trees out here, and this will be kind of an orchard area. I've got a couple other trees I got to cut down here to give them more sunlight. But I'm eventually going to put fence around this, and then I'll open this area, this that I just put, I'll open it up. In fact, I'll probably use it as one wing of my fence. Reason I'm decided I'm going to go ahead and incorporate this area that will be the orchard area into the fence area is because right now I can see deer tracks in it, and the deer eat things pretty good, and I'm hoping by getting the dogs in here that'll deter the deer a little bit. But I'll lose some apples and persimmons, especially persimmons, to the deer. That's all right. Maybe I'll get one or two of them this fall. That'd be all right, be able to get deer right in front of the house instead of having to go tromping out through the woods, wouldn't it? All right. So I'm done with fencing as far as I can until I get another roll of fence material. I think I'm gonna get the keys for my old truck and get it back out of the fence area, out into the parking area that I've got. And then I'll go in. It's like I said, it's supposed to rain, but the sky's looking pretty good right now, unless it's out there somewhere rolling in. So I had sunshine to finish up the fence work I did today. So now that I've got done all I can on fence until I go to the store and get another roll, I will go and start cleaning up inside, get some of that scrap wood and sawdust and all that mess out, so that I could start getting it ready to move furniture in. Well, that's going to be kind of exciting. And then once I got furniture in, I'm going to take at least one day to just sleep in and put my feet up and not do nothing. Give my body a day or two to recuperate a little. And then I'll be out here cutting trees and clearing stuff, and I'll plant a few things this year, but mostly get ready for a fall garden. Raise some of the fall stuff, some broccoli and cabbage and kale and stuff like that likes cooler weather, because I pretty much missed the summer window. And be working on getting garden and doing some landscaping and doing some cleanup and getting the yard area looking good around the house, so that it complements how pretty the house looks. All right, well, listen, thanks for stopping by. I got to get back to work. This is Bob at Serenity Hill. Don't be afraid to get out there and do something to make things happen for yourself. We'll talk to you on the next one. Bye now.